Hey guys! I think it's time for some more book recommendations. Hey guys, it's Maya and welcome back to my channel. So, if you don't know, about a year ago, a bit more than a year ago actually, I posted this video, book recommendations for teens and tweens. And that video did very well, like it is my most popular video. And I have done some book recommendation videos after that, but I'm coming back with an official part 2. Kind of official, I don't know. But anyways, we're doing more book recommendations for teens and tweens, aka middle grade books. So let's get started. So, the first book that I'm going to recommend is Daughter of the Deep by Rick Riordan. This book was really fun, and if you guys don't know, Rick Riordan is a very famous author who is known mostly for his Percy Jackson series, which I'm also recommending. I haven't read all the series, I only read the first book. You guys kept on telling me in the comments of my book recommendations video,
Maya, read Percy Jackson right now.
And then I did. I read the first book so far, and I loved it. Yes, thank you for recommending it. But anyways, he also recently released Daughter of the Deep, and this book was really great. I love this book so much. I'm gonna say it's probably like 11+. And I just loved this book. This book was really good and amazing, and I love it. Makes me want to go like swim in the ocean and like go on a submarine and go on adventures. The next recommendation is the Cities of Adventures books. So, the author of the Cities of Adventures books, Rishi Papirea, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but sorry if I mispronounced it, but they were kind enough to send me 3 of the books, which I read, and I loved these, except obviously they're like below my reading age level, because I'm 15, and these books are meant more for ages like 7 to 12. I wish I had these when I was younger, because I know I would have enjoyed them a lot. So what these books are about, the main characters, Tara and Nail, their parents travel a lot, so that means they go with them. And for them, that sounds kind of boring to sightsee, and I know a lot of kids in real life also don't want to. Mostly everyone just wants to sit at home and play video games. But personally, I like sightseeing. But whenever they go to a new city for sightseeing, they find a mystery to solve. A reason why I think your mom and dad or guardian or whoever would love you reading these books is because they're also educational, except it makes it fun. Like, you don't even realize that you're learning things about cities and history, and it's really fun. So they sent me 3 of the books, even though there's way more than just 3. They sent me The Secret of the Snallygaster, which I read this one first, The Race to the Farlap's Saddle, and The Man from Bagel, or B-A-G-E-L, Bagel. Also, my brother is currently reading the first book, his little bookmark, which is a Pokemon card. Tara and Nail, the boy and the girl, who are sister and brother, remind me of me and my own brother, because Tara loves to read, which is basically like me, and the boy loves to play and is very energetic and really loves football, which is like my brother. Also, the author said that he is willing for me to host a giveaway for you guys, and 3 of you will win 1 book each. Anyways, so how you can enter is, first, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you aren't subscribed already, what are you doing?
I'm like, awesome, you should definitely subscribe.
Second is follow my Instagram. So the reason why, I know a few of you may not have Instagram, but that's like the only way how, because I need to somehow contact you if you win, and comment on the giveaway post. But only enter if your parent lets you, please, because if you win, then I am going to need to ask you for your address or your PO box or mailbox or whatever, so ask your parent if you can enter first. And if these books are a bit below your reading level, then if you have a younger sister or brother who love to read or would like to begin to love to read, then you could enter for them. And if I said something that you didn't really understand, then you can read the description down below, because the rules are there also. Best of luck to all of you! Next book recommendation is Amal Unbound. So this isn't that of a popular book, but I loved this book very much. It was like a 4 stars for me, a solid 4 stars. So she lives in a village with her family, and the rulers of the village are not the kindest. They would do anything to keep their power. And when she accidentally insults one of the rulers, she is forced to leave her family and go to their castle and serve them. And this book is basically how she fights for the freedom of the village, and it's very inspiring. Next recommendation is The Mistwick School of Music Craft. So I actually haven't read this, but my sister, who is also a bookworm, loved this book, and also my friends listened to this book like on audiobook, and they loved it as well. So here I am recommending to you. Also, maybe I'll read it soon. They told me that this book was amazing and that I should recommend it to you guys. So here I am doing that. So I think it's pretty obvious how they go to a school of music craft, music and magic. That sounds really amazing. So yeah, this book sounds really interesting, and I hope to read it soon, and you guys should probably too. Next is The Unicorn Quest. This is about two sisters, Claire and Sophie, and they move into a new house and discover that there is a portal to a magical world. Not really a portal, but basically there's like a way to enter this magical world. And I actually never finished this book because when I was reading it, then I was more older, and this is meant for a more younger audience. I'd say around 9 to 12 years old. So yeah, but this book was still good, and I wish I'd read it when I was younger because then I would have enjoyed it more. Next, this one is a bit for younger audiences, but this book is like a highlight of my childhood, and it is The Boxcar Children. I loved these series, so did my sister, and it's just pure amazingness. Like, it's so fun, and I think this is like ages 7 plus, like 7 through 11 years old. But these books are just freaking awesome. If you haven't read this childhood classic, then oh my gosh, what are you doing? Next is The Royal Crown, except this is actually book 2 of a book, which book 1 is From the Notebooks of a Middle School Princess. And I haven't read that because when I got this, I didn't know that this was book 2, but I still read this, and it was like I didn't need anything from book 1 to understand what this is about, so I was fine with reading this without reading the first book. Obviously, maybe you should probably read the first book first, but I loved this. This was really fun. I don't remember that much about it because I read it a while ago. All of these books I read kind of a while ago because I'm now 15, I read more YA books, but I'm still recommending the books that I used to read to you guys because a lot of you are the age that I was when I read these. Next recommendation is Nevermore. A few of you also recommended in the comments this for me in the last video, and I still haven't read it, but my sister has, and she loves it. She gave it like a 4 point something stars, and basically the main character, she was born on the unluckiest day ever, and her village or town or whatever blames her for all the misfortunes that happen. So you can imagine that's kind of like a harsh life for a child to be blamed for everything. And there's a curse that on the midnight of her 11th birthday, she is going to die. So as she waits for her doom, a man called Jupiter North appears and whisks her away to a magical secret city called Nevermore. And if you're interested, because I am, so maybe I should read this, then get the book and read it. Another book that my sister read and I haven't is The Magic Misfits. I was going to buy this at the bookstore, but she beat it to me and then bought it first. And now that she has it, I still haven't read it. Oops. But this book is mainly for like ages 8 to 12. So I'm a bit too old for it, I feel like now. But my sister loved this. Look at the cover also. Doesn't this just look fun? I know don't judge a book by its cover, but like I always do. It's basically like about their little magical squad. They like to perform magic tricks and other things. So I haven't read this, so I don't really know what to say about it, but my sister loved it. Is that enough? You can like go on Amazon or somewhere and read the back of the book. Next, I promised I read this one, and it is The Maze Runner. So I know that there's movies of this, and lots of you loved the movies, but I didn't watch the movies yet, but I read the first book. And I feel like it was a bit below my reading level, but it was still good, and my sister also loved it. It is dystopian, and I'm pretty sure all of you heard of this book because it's very popular. But anyways, the main character, Thomas, he arrives one day in an elevator box, and he doesn't remember anything, like nothing besides his own name. Nothing. Well, except, you know, how to talk and stuff like that. Anyways, and then he arrives, and there are a lot of other boys in the area where he arrives, and they are surrounded by a gigantic maze, which they have been trying to solve for years and years, but they haven't been successful. And every few weeks or days or something, a new boy arrives, just like Thomas did. But one day, a girl arrives. And there has never been that ever. And the message she delivers will be shocking. I'm so good at describing books, aren't I, guys? I bet you really want to read that right now. Next is Legend. I loved this book very, very much. So, as I mentioned in a couple other videos, my sister got this for herself, but I recommended that she should get it, but I hadn't read it. It was thanks to you guys, because you guys in my comments said that I should get this. So I told my sister that she should get it. And after she got it, I read it and I loved it. Thank you guys for recommending this. Now I am recommending to new viewers who are watching this video. Hello. This was also dystopian, and I loved this book. I'm kind of dizzy from inhaling and breathing so fast and talking so much, so I don't know much to say about this, but I loved this book. That is a pro. Oh, it follows two main characters. Number 1 is a boy named Day, and number 2 is a girl named July. Sorry, I meant June. It's like super similar names, June and July. But anyways, her name is June and his name is Day. And this is ages 12+. Next, another dystopian is Red Queen. This is 12+, even though there's like nothing inappropriate in it, no. It's just because of the violence. So if you're okay with violence and like you don't care, then I'd say it could be 11+. But if you do, then I'd suggest 12+. You should check TWEENS, and there's a lot of violence in this. Like, look, there's literally blood on the crown. But anyways, I didn't like this book that much. I loved the idea and the plot, but just the way it was written was not for me. Like, the writing style, I didn't really connect with it. But, you know, you're not me, so maybe you like the writing style more than I did. I know that a lot of people loved this book, but also a lot didn't really like it, so I don't know. It really depends on you. So next, written by two authors, is The Iron Trial. I still haven't read this, but I am so freaking excited to, because Holly Black is one of my favorite authors. She's the one who wrote the Cruel Prince series. And Cassandra Clare, I have her books, The City of Bones, but I still haven't read them, but I really want to. But anyways, they basically collaborated, two amazing authors, and they made this book, which is like crazy. Because like, I'm betting that this book's gonna be really good since two good authors wrote it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm really excited to read this. Maybe you should be too. And last but not least, actually, I don't even know if this is least, because this is my current read, The Darkest Minds. So yes, I'm currently reading this, and I am loving it so far. It's dystopian. I've been reading lots of dystopian books lately, and they're not my favorite genre, but I do like it. So yes, this is also a movie, even though I heard that lots of people said the movie was horrible and that you shouldn't watch it, so read the book instead, because I am currently reading this book. I don't know how old this is for, but I heard that it's like 12+, so I don't know, maybe you should check on Amazon or something.
But woo!
And those are all the recommendations. I hope I helped you guys find your next read, or what books you're going to buy, or what books you're going to put on your wish list, or etc, etc, etc. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to join the giveaway. Like this video if you liked it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Also, if you haven't watched my first or many other book recommendations videos that I did, then you can watch those right after this video if you want more recommendations. Bye guys!